In today's video, we're gonna know about Wayne spent his riches. Wayne has spent millions on a variety of opulent items. Los Angeles house. Some of the places that he has gotten his hands on have crossed the 8-figure mark according to Celebrity Net Worth. His most recent home purchase demonstrates that he hasn't lost a step when it comes to his sense of style. In 2021, he purchased a sizable property in Los Angeles for a modest fortune, though even for him, the price may have caused him to hesitate. It cost $154 million. This Hidden Hills home is impressive as you approach it. It is a farmhouse-style residence that appears big enough for horses to pass through the front door. The extravagant design is continued inside. Each and every room has 8 ceilings, big bold windows, wide open spaces, and puffed-up, comfortable furniture. His favorite movie as a child was Gremlins, so you know he's watched it once on that bad boy. The living spaces are gorgeous, with fireplaces, huge TVs, and seating areas everywhere. It's like this home was designed for house parties. The style continues into the home movie theater, which has enough seating for at least 20 people. Imagine partying with the likes of Lil Wayne and his friends, and then waking up to the soft, natural light of this gorgeous home. If that wasn't enough to convince you of the house party vibe of this place, the home also has a great space for barbecues out back. It has a full outdoor kitchen, barbecue center, and plenty of outdoor seating. Then you can take your food over to the Negative Edge swimming pool, the sports court, or the spa. The Miami house. Similar to the Los Angeles house, Wayne owns one house in Miami, Florida as well. Putting aside the extravagant elements of the property, let's focus on the fundamentals. There are 5 bedrooms, a private gym, and a tiny guest house, all of which share a muted color scheme. I have to admit that this house is absolutely stunning and has probably hosted some of the best parties ever, but is it really worth $154 million? You're only paying for the house itself, not the neighborhood where a number of high-profile celebrities have lived over the years, including Drake, Dwayne Wade, and The Weeknd. There is no way a home in that neighborhood would cost less than $10 million, as evidenced by Jessica Simpson and other of the Kardashians. Even more expensive than his La Place, Lil Wayne purchased this guard-gated Ellison Island home overlooking Biscayne Bay for an impressive $168 million back in 2013. Though that's not what he flipped it for either, a lot about this house is similar to his La Pad, including the incredibly high ceilings, the wide open spaces, and the expansive windows. It even has several of the same amenities, including the same amenities as his La Pad. Although the new mansion also boasts a few unique features that the previous one did not, these include a private elevator that was purportedly built for Lil Wayne personally, a pier that is directly on the ocean, and even a butler who has his own private quarters. I don't know about you, but I would pay hundreds to read that man's book about what transpired in this house. You may recall that he purchased it for just under $17 million, and that just 4 years later, when he put it back in the market, he did so with a much higher asking price, which would be $295 million. Clearly, the fact that his home was once owned by legendary rapper Lil Wayne was worth more than $12 million. Cars collection. Time to talk about his sexy cars collection. Since Lil Wayne has such an incredible collection of vehicles, I have to admit that I'm nearly envious of him. Take a moment to get ready because he has chosen some of the most prestigious luxury vehicles available. He spent bank on cars thanks to being one of the most successful rappers of all time and one of the greatest to ever step in the studio. Lil Wayne has made millions of dollars and has spent it on some truly luxurious things. One of the most impressive things that Lil Wayne has spent his money on has been an insane car collection that has featured some rides that will put other people to shame. One of the craziest rides that Lil Wayne has ever gotten his hands on was a 2020 McLaren 720S. For the unfamiliar, there is no such thing as a cheap McLaren, as these cars can raise someone hundreds of thousands of dollars. Label partner Mac Main wound up giving this to Lil Wayne as a gift. It has been reported that Main dropped roughly $400,000 to get the ride for his friend. Sounds pretty outrageous, right? Yeah, this isn't even the most expensive car that Lil Wayne has added to his collection through the years. Currently, this includes his $24,000 Porsche Boxster, $86,995 Cadillac CTS, and $317,000 McLaren 720S Spider. While all of those are impressive, he also has several next-level rides, including a Rolls-Royce Phantom drophead that cost him $562,000. Although he enjoys trying new things, Mercedes-Benz seems to be his go-to brand. Lil Wayne has acquired two throughout the years. The first is his Mercedes SLS AMG, a stunning vehicle that can easily reach 198 miles per hour and may cost up to $228,000. Then we have one of his collection's most impressive vehicles, the Mercedes Maybach 62, which is far from his best vehicle due to its top speed of only 155 miles per hour, but still costs $428,000. As impressive as all of that is, it doesn't even come close to its greatest vehicle, which you might be able to guess if you subscribe to this channel. The gorgeous, exquisite, unforgettable Bugatti Veyron, valued at $1.9 million, is one of my all-time favorites, and the cherry on the top of a number of high-profile automobile collections. I would prefer this drive to all of his Grammy Awards combined. Luxury jewelry. Moving up forward in the list, we have his luxurious jewelry collection. Wayne's jewelry collection is wild. After dropping millions on real estate and on exotic cars, someone thinks that the rapper would be keeping things chill, but one other luxury that he has spent a ton of money on is his jewelry. It is common to see rappers get iced out once they make it, and Lil Wayne is no exception to this. With his incredible jewelry collection, not only has Lil Wayne spent an unfathomable amount of money on his jewelry for himself, but he has also dropped stacks on pieces for other people, much like the cars that were gifted to him. If Lil Wayne has a passion for anything, it's probably luxury jewelry. He's prepared to spend a lot of money on diamonds. Just take a look at his Young Money necklace, his mother-named Sitter necklace, diamond lighter, and diamond grill, which are all worth tens of thousands of dollars. His headphones generally appear to be his largest limb. Taking off headphones, let alone donning them in diamonds, is a rare occurrence. Lil Wayne definitely went above and beyond for his Beats by Dr. Dre, and he was willing to spend a lot of money on them. These headphones really cost more than most of his automobiles because they are valued at $1 million each. Tattoos. Next up, we're going to talk about his tattoos. Lil Wayne has a lot of tattoos, which is pretty common for celebrities, but few have their faces completely covered. His face features tattoos like a flower in his ear, misunderstood across his temple, Young Money on his necklace, and even Mom Boy written in Arabic script, which makes him stand out right away when it comes to how he drops his money. He also has tattoos that almost anyone would ever notice, such as a tiny happy face linked on his bottom lip. As for where a famous person like him gets his ink done and how much it costs, he probably visits one particular tattoo artist more frequently than anyone else. Lil Wayne has approximately 300 tattoos by Miami artist Joe Hokona, who recently finished his bodysuit or full body tattoo. In terms of cost, getting a full body suit can be quite the investment on the low side. You can spend $40,000 to $50,000 to get this done, but you can probably spend a lot less if you don't care if it looks good. For someone like Lil Wayne, who obviously takes great pride in his ink, we're looking at over $100,000. That is quite an investment. He didn't have any tests from his waist to his knees and needed a very professional artist to get that job done. Art collection. Continuing next, let's talk about his art collection. Lil Wayne is proud of the artwork on his body, but he also has a sizable collection of traditional works of art. That's all for today's video. Do like and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed the content. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you at the next one. Until then, stay tuned. Goodbye.
But what you may not have known is that Lil Wayne is also a huge fan of cars. In fact, one of his cars in particular has been described as the greatest car ever made and the greatest car we will ever see in our lifetime by Jeremy Clarkson, the host of Top Gear. Ready to hear more? Yeah, you should be. Time to find out about Lil Wayne's Bugatti Veyron, a $1.8 million supercar, and just what makes it tick. Lil Wayne is by far one of the richest rappers on the planet, with a net worth of over $150 million. So, it's no wonder that he's an avid car collector. But it was this 2010 purchase of this Bugatti Veyron that really turned some heads. And we gotta say, the price tag certainly had something to do with it. Wayne spent an astounding $1.8 million on this supercar. Think that price tag is a bit much? Well, get this. Jeremy Clarkson, host of the beloved TV show Top Gear, was absolutely floored by this car when he got the chance to not only drive it, but review it on his show. The car received arguably one of the highest honors that the show can give, when at the end of 2010, it was named Car of the Decade. Not bad, Bugatti. Not bad. So, just what is it about this car that makes it so special? And what made Wayne pick one up? To answer that first question, you only need to look under the hood for your answer. Veyron has a top speed of 254 miles per hour, making it the fastest production roadster in the world at the time of its release, and an acceleration rate of 2.6 seconds when going from 0 to 60 miles per hour. Ooh, man, that's fast. Bugatti wanted to create an emotional experience for anyone not only driving this incredible machine, but riding along as a passenger. So they designed the Veyron with open-top driving, which means that passengers are directly exposed to the sound of the engine and turbochargers. On the outside of the car, things are just as special. Air vents can be found around the front of the vehicle, while on the back, you'll find a double diffuser and a central dual exhaust. Both are features that were inspired by Bugatti's other world record-breaking machine, the Super Sport, a car that clocks in at top speeds of 304 miles per hour and costs a whopping $3.9 million. The exterior of the Veyron is made completely of carbon fiber, which gives buyers the option of getting it with clear-coated visible carbon. So why did Wayne decide to drop all this money on the Veyron? Certainly he had to have done a ton of research, searched high and low for the perfect brand, the perfect price, the perfect feel, and all of that before dropping that $1.8 million on the car, right? Well, not exactly. In fact, not at all. Wayne posted a video to YouTube where he talks directly to the camera and shows off his Veyron and talks his thought process behind why he decided to pick one up. To quote him directly, "I heard they got a car that's $1 million. I want it, so I went out and bought it. This is mine." Wayne also goes on to say in his video that according to the dealership, he was the first African-American rapper to own the Bugatti, and that the people at the dealership called him the Barack Obama of Bugatti, referencing the fact that Barack Obama was the first African-American to be president of the United States. We gotta say, we're super proud of Wheezy. Before we go, we want to leave you with a quick look at Wayne's other incredible cars. We're sure they'll leave your jaw on the floor. Wayne owns a $298,000 Aston Martin, a 2017 Cadillac CTS worth $50,000, a Lamborghini Gallardo Spider which cost him $195,000, a $289,100 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG, an incredible Maybach Landaulet priced at $1.35 million, a Bentley Mulsanne which cost $290,000, a $70,000 Campagna T-Rex 14R, and not to mention a Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead Coupe valued at $445,000. Hey, we said Wheezy liked cars, and we meant it. But if we had to choose just one of his cars, it would have to be the Bugatti Veyron. It's a supercar unlike any other. In fact, only 450 have ever been and will ever be produced. And some other proud owners include Tom Brady, Cristiano Ronaldo, Jay Leno, and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Hey, when you own a Veyron, it looks like you are in some very good company. We'll see you next time.